Welcome everyone to a new video. So in this particular video we are going to be talking about the benzo-fused heterocyclics. So here we are continuing on to the chapter number 29 from the book Clayton, and here we are talking about aromatic heterocyclic 1. So in the last few 3 videos we have talked about the chemistry of pyridine, we have talked about the chemistry of 5-membered rings. We have also talked about the chemistry of 5-membered rings having one or more heteroatoms. So here we are going to talk about the chemistry of the benzofuran heterocycles. तो more specifically हम यहाँ पर बात करने वाले हैं the chemistry of indols. So this particular framework it is known as indol, और ये बहुत ही ज़्यादा important हमारे what you can say architecture है. ट्रिप्टोफान हमको पता है इज एन एमिनो एसिड जो कि काफी ज्यादा इंपॉर्टेंट है. इट हैज दिस इंडोल फ्रेमवर्क. अपार्ट फ्रॉम दैट आपने सुना होगा LSD, which is a party drug which a lot of people use, which is nothing but lysergic acid diethylamide. It also has this indol framework in it. Now अगर हम कभी मेडिसिनल केमिस्ट्री के मैं चैप्टर पढ़ाऊंगा या टॉपिक पढ़ाऊंगा तब आपको मैं बताऊंगा कि किस तरह से these drugs make you groove, make you party, how they can relax people. Generally होता क्या है कि what this has is like these free amines on it, and these free amines can easily cross this blood-brain barrier. As a result of it, जैसे ही आप इस drug को लेते हैं it immediately hits you and it makes you feel relaxed and all. But ये सारी चीजें हम तब पढ़ेंगे अगर मैं मेडिसिनल केमिस्ट्री की कोई ना कोई वीडियो बनाऊंगा, वहां मैं आपको इन सब चीजों के बारे में बताऊंगा. बट इंपॉर्टेंट बात यहाँ ये है कि इंडोल इसके अलावा बहुत सारे ऐसे ड्रग्स हैं, बहुत सारे ऐसे इंपॉर्टेंट मॉलिक्यूल्स हैं जिसके अंदर ये फ्रेमवर्क प्रेजेंट है. सो दिस इज अ वेरी वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट मॉइटी. तो जहां तक हम बात करते हैं इंडोल की केमिस्ट्री की, सो द इलेक्ट्रोफिलिक सब्स्टिट्यूशन ऑफ इंडोल्स हमेशा होता है पोजीशन नंबर 3 पर. मतलब दिस इज द पोजीशन यहाँ पर इलेक्ट्रोफिलिक सब्स्टिट्यूशन होता है इंडोल्स में. जबकि हमने देखा कि अगर एक तरह से हम देखें कि है क्या है, दिस इज अ बेंजीन रिंग which is fused with a pyrrole ring. ठीक है, ये एक pyrrole ring है और ये बेंजीन रिंग है, दोनों की दोनों फ्यूज्ड है. दैट इज व्हाई दीस आर बेंजोफ्यूज्ड. एक तरह से दोनों का फ्यूजन हुआ है. हमने देखा है कि पायरॉल की केस में इलेक्ट्रोफिलिक सब्स्टिट्यूशन होता है पोजीशन नंबर 2 पे, जबकि इसमें होता है पोजीशन नंबर 3 पर. उसका भी हम रीजन देखेंगे क्यों होता है ऐसा. बट हमने ये भी पढ़ा था पायरॉल में अगर 2 और 3 पोजीशन ब्लॉक होती है तो इन दोनों पोजीशंस के ऊपर होता है. उसका रीजन भी हमने पढ़ चुके हैं. Now we are going to look at why in this case the electrophilic substitution happens at position 3, not at position number 2. देखते हैं. For example, जैसे कि अब here is the pyrrole and suppose we are carrying out an electrophilic substitution and we are carrying out at position number 3. So what happens? These lone pair of electrons they come, it attacks the electrophile. So this is the intermediate that we form. उसके बाद क्या होता है आपका? This comes back to give you the substitution position number 3. ठीक है. अब जब 2 नंबर पे होता है तब क्या होता है? What happens? The lone pair of electrons in that case they move here, so this comes here and it attacks the electrophile. So this is what we get. And then on deprotonation it gives you the desired substitution at position number 2 and at here position number 3. Now if we look at the structure of these two intermediates, it is very very important to know that when the electrophilic substitution जब 30 position पे हो रहा है, so this benzene ring this is intact. So benzene ring is intact. Whereas if we can see here when the reaction takes place at position number 2, this benzene ring it is disrupted. ठीक है, इसका disruption हो जाता है. So the aromaticity in this case is disrupted. Whereas this here the aromaticity of the benzene ring is intact. So that is the reason why the electrophilic substitution is preferred at position number 3 in the case of indol rather than at position number 2. Let's call it halogenation, nitration, सल्फोनेशन, फ्रिडल-क्राफ्ट रिएक्शन आपके हो गए, एसाइलेशन हो गया, फ्रिडल-क्राफ्ट एसाइलेशन या फिर एल्काइलेशन. सो दीज आर द one of the few of the prominent reactions that are shown by the indols. ये सारी की सारी रिएक्शन होते हैं. Now we are going to look at the examples of the reaction that indols undergo. Now one of the most important reaction of indols is Wilsmer reaction. Wilsmer reaction जैसे आपका क्या है कि this is a हमें पता है clearly whenever you are using POCl3 in DMF, basically what we are carrying out is the formylation. And as I said that in this particular reaction, the formylation takes place as position number 3 के ऊपर. और इसका हमें reaction का mechanism बहुत अच्छे से पता है. What is the actual species that is formed? So here what we have is a POCl3. और यहाँ हमारा क्या है? Dimethyl formamide है हमारा. So the lone pair of electrons, they come and this attacks, this goes, this back, the chloro leaves. So what you have is basically this and oxygen, what we have PO, Cl, Cl, and this is protonated. This is hydrogen, and the chloro जो यहाँ पे leave किया है, this chloro it comes, it attacks this one, and this leaves. Okay, so the actual species, the actual reactive species in this particular reaction is this one. ठीक है? अब जो भी आपका रिएक्शन हो रहा है जब इधर की तरफ आता है, it attacks this particular carbon. So this is the actual species involved in the Willsmere-Hack formylation reaction. So one of the important reactions of imidazole is this particular reaction. जब हम क्या कर रहे हैं, इसको BF3 लिख लो या फिर BF3 ethylate, because mostly that is how the BF3 is available. So this 3 position in this case हम देख सकते हैं, this is already occupied, and what we have is this long chain alcohol. And when you treat this particular compound with BF3, so basically cyclization is taking place. अगर हम अपना normal, अगर हम mechanism लगाने की कोशिश करें, so we can say what must be happening. This is forming a complex with BF3 ethylate. So this is what we are getting, NH O BF3. This is hydrogen. Okay, so क्योंकि cyclization हो रहा है position number 2 से, so it is very logical to think कि ये इस तरह से it is going and it is this 2 position which is attacking. So it is giving us this particular ये आपको intermediate मिल रहा है, और जो कि हमने पढ़ा था उसके बाद आपका क्या है कि this is what is happening, this is coming here, this comes here and this here to give you the desired product. लेकिन what was so interesting, so see this is not the mechanism via which the reaction takes place. इस तरह से mechanism नहीं हो रहा, और उसको उन्होंने कैसे पता लगाया? Basically what they did, they labeled one of the hydrogen here as a tritium. Tritium से उन्होंने labeled कर दिया. So इसको मैं थोड़ा सा और इस तरह से लिख देता हूँ, इसको मैं rub कर देता हूँ. So basically what they did, one of the hydrogen here was labeled as tritium. मतलब यहाँ पे जो star है, this is tritium. और जब उन्होंने रिएक्शन किया, what they found that the tritium was at both the places, so 50% was here and 50% tritium was here, and this is kind of very strange. अगर जो हमने मैकेनिज्म हमने दिखाया था अभी, अगर वैसा है तो 100% ट्रीटियम यहीं पे होना चाहिए था. So they then proposed a mechanism via which the reaction is taking place. So the first step is the same. आपका इस तरह से first step हो रहा है, and so basically what is happening, this is the tritium, so this comes and it is this position which is now attacking. Okay, so it is this carbon which is attacking, so this leaves. So what you are forming is a kind of a spiro compound or spiro intermediate, shall I say. So here what we have, 1 2 3 4 5, मतलब अगर ये इस पे अटैक करेगा, ठीक है, ये वाला इसके ऊपर अटैक कर रहा है, so what you have is 1 2 3 4 5. So okay, so this is what you are getting. And now उसके बाद अब आपका क्या हो रहा है कि okay, so this is the particular intermediate that you are getting. So this is attacking and here what we have is a star. अब आपका क्या है कि देयर इज एन इक्वल प्रोबेबिलिटी, ठीक है, इक्वल प्रोबेबिलिटी है कि इट इज दिस पर्टिकुलर पोजीशन जो कि यहां पर आए एंड दिस ओपन्स, एंड इट इज आल्सो पॉसिबल दैट दिस पर्टिकुलर कम्स एंड इट अटैक्स हियर. मतलब दोनों की क्या है कि देयर इज एन इक्वल प्रोबेबिलिटी ऑफ इट coming and attacking this particular position. That is the reason why there's a 50% probability of it being here and 50% of it being here. So it is much more accepted fact that the reaction proceeds via this particular spiro intermediate. बहुत सारे ऐसे cases हैं जिसके अंदर it is believed that the reaction proceeds via spiro intermediate, but जो मैंने आपको दूसरा मैकेनिज्म दिखाया था वेयर द पोजीशन डायरेक्टली सेकंड पोजीशन पे होता है, दैट कैन आल्सो बी नॉट बी रूल्ड आउट, क्योंकि बहुत सारे रिएक्शन है उससे भी होते हैं, उससे भी प्रोसीड होते हैं. सो द एग्जैक्ट मैकेनिज्म ऑफ दिस पर्टिकुलर रिएक्शन वी कैन नॉट से फॉर श्योर दैट द रिएक्शन इज गोइंग टू प्रोसीड वाया वन पर्टिकुलर पाथवे, बट दिस इज मोर और लेस जनरली एक्सेप्टेड. सो एग्जाम में आपको क्वेश्चन कैसे आता है, दे विल गिव यू अ लेबल्ड वन एंड दे विल गिव यू लाइक 3 or 4 ऑप्शंस की 50% यहां होगा, 50% यहां होगा, 75% यहां होगा, या 100% यहां होगा और 0% यहां होगा. सो वैरायटी ऑफ वेज दे कैन आस्क यू questions, or they can also ask you what could be the intermediate of this particular reaction. So you should know the intermediate of this reaction is this spiro intermediate. So that is how the question could be asked in the exam. इसके अलावा, so one of the most important reactions of indole is basically the Mannich reaction. Mannich reaction is one of the most important reactions. Just like the case of the pyrols, indole के केस में Mannich reaction बहुत अच्छे से आपका होता है. So when you carry out the Mannich reaction, जैसे कि मैंने बताया, this is the product of the Mannich reaction. It's a pretty straightforward reaction. So what you get is this derivative. और मैकेनिज्म मैंने पूरा का पूरा एक्सप्लेन किया ही हुआ है कि किस तरह से रिएक्शन होता है. सो द फर्स्ट स्टेप इज बेसिकली व्हाट यू फॉर्म दिस पर्टिकुलर, ओके, बाय द रिएक्शन ऑफ फॉर्मल्डिहाइड विद डाइमेथाइलएमीन. उसके बाद दिस कम्स हियर एंड इट अटैक्स दिस पर्टिकुलर नाइट्रोजन एंड देन दिस इज व्हाट यू एंड अप गेटिंग. अब लेट अस सपोज इसके अंदर इफ आई ऐड NaCl in the reaction. So what basically happens if I add sodium cyanide in the reaction? इसी के अंदर, so what happens? This comes here, it goes, and this is the good leaving group. So this is the intermediate that you form here, and H positive. This is positive. So what happens? The NaCN का आपका क्या होता है? CN. It comes, it attacks here. This comes and it stays here. So the product of the reaction जो आपको मिलता है, so this could be a very very important example जो कि आपको एग्जाम में पूछा जा सकता है, where you could be given a sequence of Mannich reaction and then they could write the NaCN, so you should know the product of the reaction is. Next we are going to talk about a very very interesting example. So far, thus far, this has not been asked in any exam. अभी तक किसी भी एग्जाम में पूछा नहीं गया है, but you never know, it could be asked in any exam. So here what we have is this indole having a benzyl group at position number 3. So when we are treating it with the allyl bromide, जब हम इसे allyl bromide से treat कर रहे हैं in presence of a Lewis acid, Lewis acid की presence में, so this is the product that we are getting. So we can clearly see the benzyl group has shifted from position 3 to position 2, and the electrophile with which we are treating it has gone to position number 3. So looking at the product we can clearly understand the mechanism. जो कि मैंने बोला इस केस के अंदर the reaction must be taking place similar to the spiral mechanism that we have we discussed previously, but this could be a very important question and I can assure you a lot of students would simply put the allyl group here and give the answer. So that is the reason why मैंने एक question लिया है. So we can clearly understand the first step could be what we have is an allyl bromide. And here what we have is a Lewis acid. Lewis acid का रोल क्या है कि इससे आपका कोऑर्डिनेट कर रहा है. It could be ZnBr2 or it could be BF3E3. So what is happening? So this is coming here and the position number 3 is attacking. So this comes here and leaves. So the intermediate that you are getting is this one. So what we have is this one and the benzyl group. Now अब इसके पास क्या है कि there is a choice कि आपका allyl group can migrate here or the benzyl group can migrate here. Since the migratory aptitude of benzyl group is far better as compared to this one, ठीक है? क्योंकि आपका क्या है कि when this is migrating, आपका जो benzyl group है, it will be able to stabilize the intermediate transition state. क्योंकि जब ये यहाँ migrate हो रहा होगा, so this positive charge will be somewhere here, which would be far better stabilized by a benzyl group through resonance than an allyl group. So that is the reason why the benzyl group migrates. So this is what you get here. When the benzyl group migrates, so you have H, you have benzyl here, sorry, PH here, and then this undergoes deprotonation to give you the final product. So this could be a very very important example from the exam's point of view, and this is something that you should be aware of. So that is the reason why I took this particular example. So now we are going to talk about the yet another the benzofurose compound, which is nothing but this is called the benzotriazole. So here what we have is a benzene ring fused with the triazole ring. So these are called the benzotriazole. और उसी के अंदर the compound that has been discussed in this chapter, it is called the HOBT. So this is called the HOBT, जिसका सबसे ज्यादा application है is in the peptide chemistry के अंदर. And why they use it is to basically suppress the racemization. Suppress racemization during peptide coupling. Let us suppose कि अगर जैसे आप अगर पेप्टाइड कपलिंग कर रहे हैं, here I have is an amino acid, ये कायरल अमीनो एसिड है अगर आपका, और यहां पर मैं इसको दूसरे वाले अमीन पार्ट से अगर मैं कपल कर रहा हूं, here what we have is another one, okay. So let us suppose अगर मैं इन दोनों की एमाइड कपलिंग कर रहा हूं, so जब भी हम कपलिंग करते हैं यूजिंग एनी कपलिंग रिएजेंट, जैसे कि आपका DCC हो गया या EDCI हो गया या आपका HATU हो गया या बाकी सारे बहुत सारे कपलिंग रिएजेंट्स हैं, then what we observe some degree of racemization at these centers. So the use of such reagent is to suppress that racemization ताकि हमारी enantiomer selectivity काफी ज्यादा high हो, so that the product that we get is enantiomerically pure. Okay, so when we talk about the HOBT, generally अगर देखें it is an explosive. This is explosive and shock sensitive. Explosive and this is shock sensitive. So this must be handled with care. तो यूजली जो हम लेबोरेटरी के अंदर यूज करते हैं, मोस्ट ऑफ द टाइम दिस इज अवेलेबल एज 70 to 80% वेट HOBT, और हमको इसको बहुत केयरफुली इसको यूज करना पड़ता है. इससे जनरली ऑन एन इंडस्ट्रियल स्केल दिस इज नॉट प्रेफर्ड, और इसके लेस एक्सप्लोसिव वर्जन्स भी अवेलेबल हैं, जैसे कि अगर आप देखेंगे HOAT, ये आपकी बुक में दे दिया नहीं हुआ है, आई एम जस्ट गिविंग यू द एडिशनल इंफॉर्मेशन. अगर लेट अस सपोज इन एन इंटरव्यू यू आर आस्क्ड समवेयर, देन यू शुड नो. So this is HOAT. So this is slightly less explosive, and this is दोनों की काम सेम ही है, but what we have is a nitrogen at this particular position. So this is slightly less explosive. So how can we make HOBT? So basically what you start is with basically orthonitrophenylhydrazine, and when you treat it with the basic condition, you directly get the HOBT as a fluffy solid. और इसके these are the various tautomers that are possible for the HOAT. And the reason why I have drawn this, because lastly मैंने एक जो वीडियो बनाई थी about the tautomers, where I explained the difference between the resonance and the tautomers. There could be in IIT JAM or somewhere you could be given these three structures and you could be asked what is the relationship between these three. So you should know that it is the tautomers. और tautomers हम कैसे पता लगाते हैं? Basically these are nothing but the isomers. The only difference is the one of the atoms, usually the hydrogen, it is basically changes the position, और double bond हमारा move होता है. So here यहाँ पर hydrogen यहाँ था, it has gone here, and here hydrogen was here, it has gone at this side. So these are the tautomers, और tautomers को हम इस साइन से प्रेजेंट करते हैं, जो मैं अपने वीडियो में एक्सप्लेन किया हुआ है लास्ट वीडियो में. So now we are going to look at how this HOBT it helps in the peptide coupling. Peptide coupling में किस तरह से वो help करता है. So now we are going to look at the example of a peptide coupling and किस तरह से HOBT help करता है. Suppose what we have is this particular amino acid. We are starting with this Bock protected amino acid, and the condensing agent or the coupling agent that we are taking it is यहाँ पर CY लिख लेता हूँ. This is nothing but DCC, dicyclohexyl carbidamide. So here we are talking about the carbidamide based कपलिंग रिएजेंट, इसको मैं CY लिख रहा हूं. इसके अलावा वी नो दैट EDCI, जो कि बहुत प्रेफर्ड किया जाता है बिकॉज द बाय प्रोडक्ट इज वाटर सॉल्युबल, एंड दिस इज बट नथिंग बट DIC, इसमें आइसोप्रोपाइल ग्रुप है. एंड यू मस्ट हैव आल्सो हर्ड अबाउट HATU एंड other sophisticated PIBOC or PIBOB, these type of coupling reagents. These are modern class of coupling reagents. Since this has not been discussed in your chapter, so I'm not going to talk about that. So बहुत straightforward और simple mechanism होता है. So the first step is basically these lone pair of electrons, they plug this particular proton. So what you generate is a carboxylate anion. और जब आपका carboxylate anion generate होता है, attracts this particular carbon and this is released. Now what you form is this particular inactivated. So एक तरह से आपने क्या किया है कपलिंग एजेंट का जो पर्पस होता है इज टू एक्टिवेट दिस पर्टिकुलर कार्बोनिल. यू कैन क्लियरली सी दिस ऑक्सीजन इज नाउ अटैच्ड टू दिस कार्बन विच इज अटैच्ड टू टू नाइट्रोजन. सो दिस इज फेयरली activated. It means this is fairly electrophilic enough to be attacked by nucleophile. अगर आप HOBT यूज नहीं करेंगे, कुछ प्रॉब्लम नहीं है, तो आपका जो एमीन है it can directly attack this particular position. It can come here, it can go back, and this can go here and it can go here. So what do you generate is the byproduct of this one, which is nothing but dicyclohexyl urea. So one of the interviews questions that you are often asked, what are the disadvantage of DCC? It is this byproduct which is called dicyclohexyl urea. Dicyclohexyl urea. I mean मैंने ऐसे इसका नाम लिख दिया, but you should know. उसका रीजन क्या होता है, क्योंकि this is a solid and it is very very hard to get rid of this via column chromatography or other purification method. That is the reason why DCC is not preferred. और अगर कोई आपसे alternative पूछे इसका इंटरव्यू में, just tell them EDC, क्योंकि EDC का जो बाय प्रोडक्ट है इट इज सोल्यूबल इन दी वाटर. मतलब जो आपको यहाँ यूरिया होता है एंड हियर व्हाट वी हैव इज एन इमीन. ठीक है, इमीन क्या होता है, प्रोटोनेट हो जाता है एज एन HCl सॉल्ट. दैट इज द रीजन व्हाई इट गोज इनटू दी वाटर. ठीक है, ये चीजें आपको पता होनी चाहिए. तो इट कैन अटैक. सो व्हाट यू गेट इज बेसिकली द डिजायर्ड कपलिंग प्रोडक्ट. दिस इज व्हाट यू गेट. But during the process, what happens basically, what you get is the racemization that has been observed. So what you have achieved is a peptide coupling here. इस वाले ने अटैक किया इस पे ऑक्सीजन एंड ओके. सो व्हाट यू हैव इज दिस नाइट्रोजन, दिस कार्बोनिल. ठीक है, इसकी स्टीरियोकेमिस्ट्री अब चेंज हो जाएगी. सो व्हाट यू हैव इज NH BOC. सो व्हाट यू हैव बेसिकली डन इज दिस पर्टिकुलर पेप्टाइड कपलिंग यूजिंग दिस पर्टिकुलर रिएजेंट. बट what do you observe using such reagent is basically some degree of racemization. तो किस तरह से HOBT हेल्प करता है? HOBT क्या करता है कि जैसे ही यहां बनता है, बिकॉज दिस पर्टिकुलर इंटरमीडिएट इट इज प्रोन टू रेसिमाइजेशन. ये इंटरमीडिएट ही प्रोन टू रेसिमाइजेशन है. सो एज सुन एज दिस इंटरमीडिएट इज फॉर्म्ड, अगर आप उसको कन्वर्ट कर ले, मतलब रादर देन दिस एमीन रिएक्टिंग, अगर कोई और रिएजेंट उसको अटैक करता है, सो दिस इज एग्जैक्टली व्हाट हैपेंस. यहां पे एमीन के रिएक्ट करने से पहले आपका क्या करता है, HOBT इसके ऊपर रिएक्ट कर जाता है. सो व्हाट हैपेंस, दिस HOBT comes and HOBT attacks here, this comes back and this goes, this leaves. So ये अपना वो प्रोडक्ट बना देता है. but what you get is apart from that, but this is the activated ester that you get. एक और आपका activated ester बन गया. आपने पहला वो बनाया, दूसरा वाला आपका ये बन गया HOBT से linked. Nitrogen here, nitrogen. So this is the activated ester you get. अब आपका क्या करता है कि एमीन यहां पे भी आपका अटैक कर सकता है, कम बैक टू गिव यू दी डिजायर्ड प्रोडक्ट. तो आपका HOBT क्या हुआ, रिएक्शन में जनरेट हो गया एंड यू गेट द डिजायर्ड प्रोडक्ट. बट दिस इंटरमीडिएट, दिस इज लेस प्रोन टू रेसिमाइजेशन एज कंपेयर टू दिस वन. सो दैट इज द रीजन व्हाई देयर आर लॉट ऑफ रिएजेंट्स that are used which can suppress the racemization, or that is how the HOBT plays its role. तो यहाँ पे उसका केमिस्ट्री डिस्कस करने का मतलब यही था, आपको समझाना किस तरह से बेंजोफ्यूज्ड कंपाउंड्स और बेंजोफ्यूज्ड aromatics are very not aromatics, benzofused heterocyclics are very important in peptide chemistry. So now we are going to see what happens when we put more nitrogen in the 6-membered ring. अब तक तो हमने pyridine पढ़ा था. So now we can have more nitrogen within the 6-membered ring. So when we have both the nitrogens which are next to each other, it is called pyridazine, and when they are at position 1 and 3, it is called pyrimidine, and when it is at 1 and 4, it is called pyrazine. So this ये वाला जो क्वेश्चन है आपका, this could be a very good question कि इन तीनों कंपाउंड को in the increasing order of their basicity or in the increasing also order of their basicity आप अरेंज करो, या फिर which one of them is the strongest acid, which one of them is the weakest acid. ये आपका क्वेश्चन आ सकता है. So out of these three हम देख सकते हैं this is the most basic. This is most basic. उसका रीजन क्या है? उसका रीजन we can clearly see these lone pair of electrons, they are next to each other. As a result of which they repel. ये दोनों के दोनों को repel करते हैं, which makes them very nucleophilic. As a result of which it makes them very nucleophilic. And that is the reason why this is most basic. और इसका one of the underlying reason है is because of the alpha effect. It is the same effect which predominates in the case of hydroperoxide जो हमने देखा है। सो अल्फा इफेक्ट के बारे में किस तरह से वो बेसिसिटी को इंपैक्ट करता है, आई एम गोइंग टू मेक अ सेपरेट वीडियो ऑन दैट। सो राइट नाउ आई एम नॉट टचिंग अपॉन this particular topic. So for you as of now you should understand when these two lone pair of electron ये दोनों एक दूसरे के पास होते हैं, दोनों को रिपेल करते हैं, they repel, they hate each other. So rather उनमें से एक क्या होता है, it wants to get protonated as soon as possible in order to ease out that repulsion. So that in a way forces us to become most basic. ठीक है, और हमारा ट्रेंड ये वाला pretty evident है. So अगर आपको क्वेश्चन है तो pyridine most basic, then pyrimidine and then pyrazine. So this could be a very important question. And alpha effect, ये सब चीजें थोड़ी सी आप याद रखिएगा, easy रहेगा आपको. Now we are going to look at we can clearly see कि इनके ऊपर नाइट्रोजन के lone pair of electron है on these rings. As a result of which these rings are electron deficient in nature. अगर ये electron deficient nature में है तो it clearly means that they should undergo nucleophilic substitution reaction. So which means on such systems when you have more than one nitrogen on the ring, they undergo nucleophilic substitution reactions just like pyridines rather than the electrophilic substitution. ये already electron deficient है, already इनके पास इलेक्ट्रॉन नहीं है, कहां से electrophilic substitution इन पे होगा? जैसे कि मैंने बोला, the chemistry of these 6 electron deficient rings, pyridazine, pyrimidine and pyrazine, this is basically concerned with the nucleophilic substitution because these are electron deficient in nature. So once you make this pyridazine based compound having chloro at these positions, they can be easily displaced by nucleophiles. मतलब आपके nucleophile alcohol भी हो सकते हैं, आपके it can be amines as well. But the important thing is to know how we can make that. So basically what we do, we start from the malic anhydride and we treat it with the hydrazine. So basically वो क्या करता है, simply add on to the ring to form this particular compound. Now these are the 3 tautomers जो आपके possible हैं. These are the 3 tautomers. और इसके अंदर जो most preferred tautomer है आपका, it is this one. This is the most preferred tautomer. So let us suppose you could be asked a question in the exam where you could be given like these 3 tautomers and you could be asked the most preferred tautomer for this particular compound. Okay, for this particular compound is which one? So you should know it is this tautomer which is the most preferred in this case. और हमने पढ़ा हुआ है जब हम केमिस्ट्री पढ़ रहे थे of the pyridones कि when you have the hydroxy position at 2 in, this is kind of a pyridine, right? This is kind of a pyridine, this is kind of a pyridine. और जब भी हम इसको POCl3 से treat करते हैं, we can easily make the chloro compound. और chloro compound, as I said, that can be replaced by alcohols and the amine. So this is exactly what is happening in this case as well. Now, this is a very important question. So when you have this particular compound having chloro in the case of pyridazine, when we treat it with the ammonia, so the compound that we get is this one. आप इसके अंदर एक्सपेक्ट करेंगे कि what you would expect कि आपका अमोनिया दोनों के दोनों को क्लोरो को रिप्लेस कर देना चाहिए था, राइट? दोनों को रिप्लेस कर देना चाहिए था, लेकिन नहीं. एट द एंड ऑफ द रिएक्शन यू कैन आइसोलेट दिस पर्टिकुलर कंपाउंड और आप इस कंपाउंड को ट्रीट करके अगर अल्कोहल से ट्रीट करेंगे अंडर बेसिक कंडीशन, देन यू विल हैव द अल्कोहल एट दिस पोजीशन. अब आप फर्स्ट रिएक्शन के अंदर देखेंगे कि आपको किसी भी बेस की जरूरत नहीं थी. You simply added ammonia, which in itself acts as a base in this particular reaction as well. Ammonia base का भी रोल करता है, ठीक है? So this behaves as a nucleophile or it is basic enough to carry out the reaction. But important चीज नोट करने वाली क्या है कि once you form this particular compound, ये तो इलेक्ट्रॉन डेफिशिएंट है, हमको पता है. But as soon as you form this compound, what we have is an amine group. An amine group can give electron density to the ring. So as a result of which, amine क्या कर रहा है? Electron density इस ring को दे रहा है. It is making this particular ring electron rich. So जो particular compound पहले electron deficient था, वो ammonia से reaction के बाद now it has become electron rich. As a result of which, जो अगला reaction अगर ammonia का इस पे नहीं होता, because this is already electron rich in nature, तो आप इसको easily isolate कर सकते हैं इस intermediate को, and then if you want you can treat it with the various alcohols that you want in presence of a base. और ये जो step होता है, this is the slowest step. This is the slow step because basically what you are doing, you are attacking it on a electron rich system. So this reaction proceeds slowly. That is the reason why you need base to push this reaction as well to give you this particular compound. So this is a very important question. You could be asked इस तरह का question in a sequence जहां पर आपको शायद they could give you 1 2, they could just ask you what is the substitution that you are going to get. So the reactions ka mechanism pretty straightforward hai. This comes here, it attacks. So what you form is this. So you have nitrogen, here what you have is this, and chloro, you have ammonia, you have this, this leaves. So what you form is this one. Nitrogen, you have ammonia, this is protonated है ammonia हमारा, ठीक है. ammonia हमारा क्या है, इसको मैं लिख सकता हूं as this protonated. So जो क्लोरो हमारा लीव किया है, क्लोरो प्लक्स दिस हाइड्रोजन टू गिव यू NH2. So इसको मैं लिखने की जरूरत नहीं है, सिंपल स्ट्रेट फॉरवर्ड ऐसे लिख सकता हूं. So जैसे कि मैंने बोला कि now this is pushing electron density into the system. So next step क्या होगा, जब अल्कोहल आपको रिएक्ट कर रहा है, आपने जो बेस यूज किया है. So base is basically what base is doing. Base is abstracting this proton to generate the alkoxide ion. और alkoxide आपका जैसे ही जनरेट होता है, alkoxide यहाँ अटैक करता है to carry out the same transformation. आपका alkoxide carries out the same transformation. Or this comes, it leaves to give you this particular compound. So that is how you go from here to here. So this was pretty much about the chemistry of nitrogen having more than 6-membered compound having more than one nitrogen in the system. So now we are going to talk about the fused rings to the pyridines. For example, here what we have is a pyridine and a benzene rings which is fused to it. So what we have is a quinolines and isoquinolines. Now अगर हम इसकी इलेक्ट्रोफिलिक सब्स्टिट्यूशन रिएक्शन की बात करें, then it is not very good. In fact, for quinolines, it is the nitration which is one of the well-behaved reaction. अगर हम देखें तो nitration अगर quinoline का करें, so this is the protonated, हमको पता है species that is formed, और protonated quinoline, और nitration के बाद what you get is 50% nitration at position 5 and 42% nitration at position number 8. So this is the product that you get. अगर आप क्यूनोलिन का क्लोरिनेशन करेंगे, so you will end up getting more than 10 products. So this is not a very good reaction. So similarly, when we talk about the isoquinoline, अगर isoquinoline का ट्रांस अगर करेंगे नाइट्रेशन, so we get the desired nitration at position number 5 in 72%. So this seems reasonable, only the nitration reaction. But अगर हम एक और रिंग यहाँ इंट्रोड्यूस कर दें, this is called acridine. This is acridine, where you have the pyridine ring and on either side you have benzene ring. अगर हम इसका N oxide बनाएं using MCPB and then when we carry out the nitration, this is a single nitration product that we get, जहां पर nitration इस position पे होता है. This is just to highlight किस तरह से nitration can be favorable when you make the N oxide. Similarly, when you make the N oxide of quinoline and you carry out the reactions like with amines and with cyanide, what you get is a substitution at 2 position. Or I would strongly, this is a homework for you, what is the mechanism of this reaction. I strongly urge students to focus किस तरह से इन दोनों का reaction हो रहा है. Just don't forget the reagents. टोसाइल क्लोराइड यहाँ और यहाँ पे you are using benzoyl chloride. इनका भी कुछ role है. So come up with the mechanism. Let us see. Let's just get our brains moving. So ठीक है. और अगर हम क्यूनोलिन का ओजोनोलिसिस करते हैं, हमें पता है कि कौन सी वाली रिंग क्लीव होगी. इट इज यूजुअली द मोर इलेक्ट्रॉन रिच रिंग जो कि ओजोनोलिसिस में क्लीव होती है. एंड व्हाट वी आर डूइंग इज द रिडक्टिव ओपनिंग. सो द प्रोडक्ट दैट वी गेट इन दिस केस इज नथिंग बट दिस एल्डिहाइड. And in this case, what we are doing, we are oxidizing the ring. Again, it is this ring which is going to oxidize. So the product that we are going to get is this particular acid. So this is pretty much about the chemistry of quinoline and isoquinolones. Now we are going to briefly look at the chemistry of oxazole and isooxazole. उसके बारे में जो बुक के अंदर डिस्कस किया गया है, ठीक है. So now we are going to talk about the last part in this particular chapter, which says the aromatic heterocycle can have many nitrogens but only one sulfur and oxygen in any ring. जैसे कि what you can have an oxazole or thiazole. वो इसीलिए क्योंकि ऑक्सीजन कैन फॉर्म ओनली 2 bonds. Similarly, sulfur can also form only 2 bonds. It cannot be like, जैसे कि हमारा pyridine होता है. Pyridine, it can form bond like this one. You can have multiple nitrogen within the rings. हो सकता है, लेकिन you cannot have this. you cannot have this is just not possible because oxygen cannot form 3 bonds, sulfur cannot form 3 bonds. That is the reason why such compounds are not known. That is, ठीक है, इसीलिए ये स्टेटमेंट कहा गया है कि the rings can only have one sulfur or one oxygen in this particular ring. So the compound that you have is oxazole, मतलब oxygen, and this is an azole, and this is a thiol, so this is thiazole. और जो ज्यादा इंटरेस्टिंग कंपाउंड है वो है हमारे आइसोऑक्साजोल और आइसोथायाजोल. उसका रीजन क्या है? It is because when you have these two electronegative atoms that are next to each other, they are prone to cleavage by reducing agent. अगर हम कोई भी आपके अंदर reducing agent डालते हैं, so they undergo cleavage. और अगर वो क्लीव हो जाते हैं, let us suppose कि अगर मैं इसको ऐसे लिख रहा हूं, let us suppose how they can give rise to different functional group. Let us suppose here I have a phenyl group, and here I have, let's say, like a methyl group, and here I have a methyl group. और मैं इसको एक reducing agent से treat कर रहा हूं. So what they do, they basically cleave from here. So what they form is this. This is CH3, and this is this, and this is NH, and this is CH3. This is PH. तो अगर हम इसको देखें, so this is but the thing, but this is an enol. This enol can undergo tautomerism to give you a ketone. And this is nothing but an imine. This can either undergo reduction, ठीक है, क्योंकि हम reducing agent में कर रहे हैं. This can undergo reduction to give you the amine. So the product that we can get for this particular reaction is this one. So you can have a ketone here, phenyl, and we have methyl, and you can have this one. So in a way, this is the product that you can get as a result of reduction of oxygen nitrogen bond. बहुत ज़्यादा important chemistry है ये वाली इसकी, ठीक है. So this was pretty much about this entire chapter. और अगर आपको कोई confusion हो या कोई question हो, do write to me regarding this particular chapter. Okay, thanks a lot for watching the video. Have a good day. Bye.